Hello and welcome to Behind the Plastic, a show where toy photographers talk to toy photographers about toy photography. Well, I almost got tongue-tied there. My name is Zach, and with me as always, Jay. Say hi, Jay. Please say hi. Say it. Okay. Sully.
He disappeared.
Sully, can you say hi?
Hola.
That'll work.
It works.
Our guest today is on a whole other level of creativity.
Seriously.
And it makes us mere mortals super jealous. The one, the only, gbalda, aka Gabriel.
Thank you, guys.
G.
An honor to be here.
The G is for genius.
The G is for genius.
Gangsta.
Gabriel, thank you so much. A million thank yous for coming on this show. We're so excited to have you today. What an honor. You know how it works. We have 12 minutes.
Yep.
I'm going to start the clock now. You know, I could probably spend the whole 12 minutes just gushing over you. Because honestly, you're one of my all-time favorite toy photographers. I mean, hands down. Your creativity, your sense of humor, your commitment to a shot, your execution, it's all above and beyond. Like I said, I could spend the whole show doing this, but we want to get to know you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I can tell you I'm originally from Venezuela. I came to New York in 2011 and have been living here for a while. I basically have been always focusing crafting. I love that. Long time ago, I used to do sculptures and dioramas. Sometimes I used to work with paper and do paper craft. And well, those are my main passions. And yeah, more or less that.
Excellent. And where are you living?
Right now, I'm living in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, Hell's Kitchen.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, Daredevil is 2 corners from here, and Alias Investigation is on the other side. So,
Awesome.
Favorite place to eat in your neighborhood?
favorite place to eat. If it's fast food, I love a place called Go Curry. But if not, there is a pizzeria that is called Don Antonio that is delicious.
Don Antonio's. That sounds good.
Yes.
Oh,
Now-
and hey, man, me being a turtle guy, I would jump on the pizza stuff.
You
immediately.
definitely have to try.
Gabriel, you have so many talents that you bring into your shots. But the one thing that really does stick out to me is your arts and crafts ability, which is on a whole other level. You take it to the extremes that I don't see in anybody else's shots. You must have some sort of background in art that you bring to this. Do you have training in it or schooling, or is it just all in that beautiful brain of yours?
I'm a software engineer originally.
Oh,
And after that, I studied graphic design to complement everything. But the crafting is a hobby. I have never had any kind of instruction or.
man.
Genius. See, natural genius.
Yeah. The guy who's like a genius at both things, like software engineer, and then somehow just creating beautiful art because he's bored of being a software engineer.
So before you were on here, I was telling Zach how much I love the little grub that you made out of Robin. I'm like, at first I thought it was like photoshopped or something, and then so
Yes.
I watched your behind the scenes. I'm like, no, he actually made a Robin grub.
There he is. Look at.
Look at that.
Okay,
That's just genius.
so how did you make that?
So I originally don't like the message from Mesco. So I I need to change this to be able to use it for Mesco Monday. So the first thing that I did is add 2 more arms to be a cockroach accurate. And then I started to use basically fabric over the thing based with, I'm gluing that with crazy glue or something else because it's too small to sew. And basically this drawing is that. So basically it's a bunch of fabric put together with glue. And I painted the eyes and the mask.
Oh,
Awesome.
amazing. I
Quick,
love it.
so I do see a lot. Well, I know it's accidental, but we see a big Harley Quinn, and now you have the Mesco. We have the Gomez Batman, and we're just talking about the Robin. Is DC sort of a thing that you favor?
Yeah. definitely. That Harley, when Lego released the collages, they were selling packs. I didn't like any design, so I did the Harley based on the original classic.
Wait, you made that?
Yeah. Well,
of course you did. Of course you did. And you also made that killer tomato. Can you hold that up for us, or is it too delicate? No, it's. Look at that. He made that.
That is awesome.
He made that. He carved it out of foam. I know. Look at Jay right now. He's
Hey, Gabriel. Just so you know, this is like something you just do for fun. I will never be good at what you do for fun. Like, I would never do anything like this. Well,
I didn't know anything. I started to experiment with things, and you get better with time. So anyone can be far better than me. If there is only one thing that I have, is persistence.
That you do. That you do. And patience and persistence.
A little bit.
But you also have an insane amount of creativity and skill to go along with that. And we're going to transition to looking at one of your shots. You know, I actually probably should have chosen a DC shot since you just said you love DC. But we're going to look at this one.
Oh, nice.
Very beautiful.
Speaking of arts and crafts, tell us a little bit about this amazing shot.
So I wanted to put her out of the whole X-Men basically environment that she is usually. So in some point she had to get bored at the office, waiting for Mojo to send her to do something.
Him.
So I said,
"This is you.
What's she gonna do?"
This is what you do, right? So
probably,
Unbelievable.
Basically, you can see that you have the Captain America shield at the back, and you have a couple of Easter eggs. And well, I had to do something. I basically cut the cut out spheres and put in her hands, and the rest is Photoshop.
So you actually cut out these paper dolls, and they're actually this size. They're not actually bigger, and you shrunk them down. They're this size.
Yeah. It's easy. You only need to fold the paper, and you cut one, and then you have all of them. Really easy.
I don't know. My fingers are too big for this.
Yeah, but like I can maybe do some kind of weird snowflake, but not like an actual thing, you know, like
it's super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Well, okay, you may say that, but I've seen some of your other paperwork, and it's incredible the skills you have with an X-Acto knife. It's just, I mean, anybody who's watching this, go check out his page and go back a little ways and find the Castlevania paper cutout. It will blow your mind.
Yes.
But Gabriel, besides the arts and crafts aspect of this shot, which is wonderful, this is just a fantastic shot. I mean, your lighting is always on point. Everything about your shots, it's not just the arts and crafts that impress me, it's everything. I mean, you have the eye for it, and the arts and crafts stuff just puts it on a whole different level, you know?
Actually, I have a question. Since we never really started, this is almost like an intro question. How did you get started with this toy photography stuff? How did you get into it?
So in 2019, I wanted to participate in Sideshow. They have a Colecta de May, and they used to have a photography contest. And I started the pictures casually, and then it got more complicated and more complicated and more complicated. And then I imagine that I'm going to continue complicating stuff in the future.
Oh my God. Is there someone that inspires you for these shots, or is this just something that you draw inspiration just based on the real world, or what sort of drives you to these levels?
So most of the time is I get something that exists, and I think, what if we change this? What if we modify one variable? What would happen? One of the artists I love the most, that has always been my inspiration, is Luis Royo from Spain. And definitely, obviously not his painting or his style, but probably the layout has influenced me considerably. And those are more or less the things that I use when I'm doing a shot.
Him and his wife did amazing work. Both of them.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of them as well.
Oh, cool.
So do you watch any like YouTube videos or anything to see how to do something? Like how do I
usually,
you know?
Yeah, that's basically the way to do. Sometimes I have some reference from my previous teachers and design school. For example, for the tomato,
Okay.
you take foam, and you use glue. You dilute glue with water, and you do multiple layers of that. I guess harder. It's really easy to mold, but then you can make it harder so it doesn't break as easy.
Okay. Wow.
And you were telling me earlier that your that killer tomato is falling apart a little bit, huh? Because of the a little bit. It's going to be a sad day when it doesn't survive. It kind of reminds me of those old turtle masks, from the old movies that are deteriorating.
Yeah.
Someday it's going to look like that. Oh my God, we're already down to 2 minutes. That means it's time for the hot seat. Man, that went quick. Okay. Ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
What's the hardest or most labor-intensive setup you've done for a shot?
The Castlevania shot, although it was for a contest. The diagram and paper.
Okay, nice. Fair enough. Yeah.
I've been to New York a couple of times, but for someone who's never been to New York, what is the number one thing they need to see?
Central Park. But you need to go to not touristy places on Central Park.
All right.
Who is your favorite DC character?
Batman, definitely. Well, no, actually, Harley Quinn.
Oh,
Batman is second. Batman is the second one.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, what's your favorite Mezco figure?
I will say the skulls, the pink skulls.
Oh yeah,
they're so much fun to take pictures with them. Second one probably the Gomez Batman, but don't tell him I prefer it.
Yeah. I think he heard you.
Favorite Batman actor?
Michael Keaton, definitely.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
Lately, pineapple. How I
nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
pineapple.
that's the right answer.
Okay, Gabriel, what's your personal favorite shot of your own?
I don't have. I think the one that I haven't taken yet.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Favorite Disney character, and the reason that I say that is because of my favorite shot, that Willie Steamboat one. What's your favorite Disney? Steamboat Willie.
Definitely. Sorry to say, but definitely not Mickey.
Oh, not Mickey.
Jack.
Really quick
for Christmas.
Okay, thank you for coming.
I know you're waiting for the CIA.